Hello my beautiful people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. It is Sunday Bling Bling Day. Look what I found. I had to get myself another one. Very cute. I was impressed. So anyways, so today I'm gonna do a little bit of a shopping haul. And then we're gonna get into a beautiful bling bling, and we're gonna just do a basic bling bling today. Back to basics. Got quite a few new people on the channel that are looking at the bling bling, so I thought I would go back and redo just something nice and beautiful, something simple. And anyways, I'm gonna get into my haul. I am such a lucky girl. I got my order of Krystal Resin the other day, and that Laura, she's amazing. I've got some new things. They have some new big size pigment powders. So this one is rose red. It's a nice size. This one is rich purple. And, oh, we got another one. This one is aqua blue. And I have a glow in the dark in perfect time, because this one is white glow in the dark. And of course she knows, love you Laura, I got some more sticks. Oh my goodness. And they have a new line. I'm losing my royal crown here. They have a new line of glitters. So I've got 2 boxes. I have the whole sets. I'm like, oh my goodness. Sherry and glitters. So there's a set that is chameleon glitters. There is 12. And I feel bad. Here, I'm just gonna move. My resin is here and it's huge. It's heavy. Here, just one sec, guys. There we go. So I have, I can't, this one's heavy. It doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to. So anyways, it's written in black and I can't read them. So there's this one. I can't read the colors. There is a beautiful blue purple. There is, that one's a really pretty one too. It's like a pink and colors. Woo! It's like a pink and green. Oh, I'm sorry. Pink and green. I'm trying to move out of the way so it focuses. This one is like autumn colors. Oranges. It's like a greeny blue. Almost like peacocky. This one is like a bluey purple. And there's the other 2. They're just really pretty. And last one. So we're gonna have to play around with those. And there's also a set of the fine glitters, which are, sorry, I don't know if I showed you these 2. Make sure I get all 12 of them in there. Oh my goodness, it's not focusing. There we go. Silver. And this one's like a greeny. Perfect. And then there's the same, and it is the fine glitter. Which is amazing because there's so many different colors. I'm just gonna hold them up like this. So many different colors. Fingers working. So we are going to play around with these, and the gold dropped. So that's going to be fun. So try not to move my head because I don't want to lose my crown. So, and that's my Krystal Resin haul. So I went to Michael's and purchased some more washi tape because I'm going to do a video, because remember I have a bunch of these already made, so I think these would be beautiful on there. These are like a tie-dyed, and the one has a glitter one. So that is very cool. And then also, I feel stupid here. Also at Michael's, I don't know if you can see this, I bought another 4-tiered. My glitters are going in here. So I'm going to organize all of my glitters, and I will show you when they're done and when they're all put in there. Now I got to move my resin again because it's in the way. So then I went to Dollar Tree and I found these. So these are some going to be for some Halloween. I got some Halloween things ready to go. They had these, which are kind of cool. So I thought they would be, I guess I can put it the right way. Thought they would be cool in some coasters. It says a boo. And then there's one that says eek. I think it's eek. There we go. It says eek. Am I holding it backwards? Yeah, there we go. Eek. So they'd be cool. And then they had Christmas stuff. It's kind of funny. They have Halloween on one side and Christmas on the other. So they had these cute little snowman hats. I thought they would be kind of cute in coasters. And then they had these 3-dimensional plastic stickers. They would be cool in a coasters or something as well. And then I bought these thinking when you top coat your resin, it's kind of, it would be a nice tool to spread everything out. Now I don't know, I'm thinking these are hard, but they're an ice caking set with the ridges on it. Almost looks like a trowel from drywall stuff. So that's cool. And last but not least, we have these are adorable at the Dollar Tree, $1.25. So we're gonna play around with those. Christmas might be a little too early, but we're gonna do some Easter, even though it will be Halloween things, not Easter. Sherry doesn't know what she's saying. It is 7 o'clock at night, so I am not fully awake. I'm a morning girl. So with that being said, that is my little haul, and I'm gonna get my working clothes on, and we're gonna get right into an amazing bling bling today. So with that, get yourself a cup of coffee, get yourself a tea, get yourself a drink of wine if you want, get some munchies, and I'll be right back once I get all my working clothes. I'll see you in a minute, guys. Hello, I have my working clothes on and we are ready to go. So this is an 18 by 24 inch canvas. 18, 24 inch canvas. And I have it push pinned and taped. I get my push pins at Staples Supply Store, but they're also in my Amazon shops within the, I think they're in the grouping of preparation or something like that. So we are doing your basics. I haven't done a black and silver bling bling in a long time. And I'm gonna add some different stuff this time. So with my black, I'm using the Artist Loft Acrylic Fill Black. I'm going to add some iridescent medium in it. So I'm gonna mix that on my plate. For the silver, I am using Modern Masters. This is the metallic paint collection. This is the silver opaque. These are all the ones that were like 16 bucks, and I've had them before, but then pretty sure they discontinued them at Michael's, so I got them for $5. And actually they still had one in there the other day when I was there. We'll go through the bling stuff once this is dry, but I really want to try and use these in here today. Maybe I'll set those down first and then come across with my broken glass. And I've got my glitters all organized, so to speak, in my new container. So that's kind of cool. And my brush of choice today is going to be my Royal & Langnickel Jumbo R795. Purchased that at Michael's. A little expensive, but it's worth your money. I'm gonna just put a big old dollop on here. I was gonna put that in there, that's too funny. And I'm just gonna put the iridescent medium. It gives your paint that's not metallic a kind of metallic hue to it. So I'm gonna add about that much. And to give it a mix with my new stir sticks. I'm gonna mix it in half and then I'll show you what it actually. Now can you see how this half has it in, this half doesn't? That's kind of cool. And normally it does not change your color of your paint, but being black, it might make it a little more gray, it looks like. But we're gonna, oops, I'm glad I'm painting the canvas. Just give it a good old mix. All right, so that's the black. Get that out of the way. Just gonna wipe off my stick really quick. And we're gonna, I've been liking the diagonals instead of the straight across. I always did the straight across. So I think, there we go, put that away. I'm gonna grab a silver Sharpie because it'll be easier to cover. I think I'm going to do, how about, I think this is what I was doing last time. We're going to do, I want something longer because I don't want it to be that far down. That's what it is, this one. Oops, making a mess. So I'm going to use this stick just to give me a guideline. I'm going to put a mark here. And up here, mark here, and then connect those two lines however you want to do it. So I'm going to make sure I have the black in the bottom part, and that's too straight for me. So maybe I can come like that. Either way, we'll play it. It's in that area. We're good. So I'm going to start by taking my brush. I always dip it in a little bit of water, just plain old water, just to get the brush wet. It helps to make the paint adhere into the brush a little better. And let's just get at it. We're just going to paint the bottom black. Just going to get some paint on there. And don't forget your sides. Go. I'm just going to tilt it up so I can get the ends. Debating, do I streak in some of that silver? I don't know. We'll see once I get the silver on my brush whether I decide to do that or not. That's the thing with crafting. It's all in your mind, whatever you want to do, because it's all your world. So you're the boss. Sorry, a little loud. And then make sure you just keep, before it dries, you want to I'm still going to come in here, so don't be all worried about that. I just want to make sure I get my things. I'm just going to get the side. Get a nice clean edge on that where the colors are going to join. There we go. Actually, I quite enjoy this black paint. It's not that well, it's the Artist Loft, but it covers quite nice actually. I forgot. There we go. Now, I'm just going to put in the end here, just flatten my brush so I can get a good clean line. Flip it over. Bring it so I can get the paint at the end of the brush. And like I said, I'm not overly worried because we're going to get to, if it's not quite perfect, because we're covering all of that up. There we go. Sorry guys, life is getting to me this week. This is Sunday. This is Sunday. So the video is going to be late, obviously. And yeah, I don't know if you can't probably see it right now, but once it's dry, you will see that effect in there. Now I'm going to get my black brush cleaned out. Just don't want that to splat on top of my paintings. I'm going to do it on the side. I'm going to get my brush, some water, and then rinse this out. I keep forgetting I need to buy a new container for down here because my handle's broken. And one day you're going to hear me scream because it's going to break off and go land into whatever I'm making. So I'm just going to wash this out. And I'm just going to dip it over here because there's no glitter on this side. Oh yes, I can see there, so it's cleaned. Not 100%, but it's cleaned enough that I can do the painting on it. Sorry, I'm just going to take my sweater off. I'm going to flip you this way. And then, there you go. I made little X's on my table so I make sure that you guys are in there. I'm going to give this a stir because I haven't used this one yet. This reminds me of the one I made for my cousin. Oh my goodness, it was 5 foot. Oh, it was beautiful. Michael's biggest canvas. I have to remember what size it was. I couldn't get it to her because I had to, it wouldn't fit in my car. I couldn't even pick it up at the store. Okay, we're just gonna put some down here, and we're going to do the same. Oh no, did you see what I did? I'm just going to do this just to get the line. And I did it one time where I left space in the middle, and then everything didn't show through, like you could see the canvas through. So I've learned that depending on what you're putting down the center, it's good to have both covers, the paint meet in the middle. This is nice paint. It doesn't take a lot to cover. There we go. And I kind of goofed in there, so I think I might do a little bit of a, with what's on my brush, I just want to make sure I get a good line here. What's on my brush, I'm just going to streak it into that black. Just so it's not just plain black. Actually, let me do the ends, and then I'll finish off with that nice. You're going to make sure your paint lines, if you do have any, go in the same direction. And let me get this side. This is nice. It actually looks like mirror. It's very metallic-y. This is a nice one. I like. There we go. Let me just lightly. Like I said, I'm not overly worried. There's a lot of paint in there. I'm just going to kind of try and take some of it off on here. I don't want these lines left. I'm just going flush just to get rid of, like I said, when you have a lot of paint on there, you'll get these little, obviously, the lines. Let me come back this way a couple more times, because I can still see a few lines there. And I'm holding my brush parallel to the canvas and very lightly. There you go, because you want to start with a nice base. I personally, I miss not using the paint. There we go. Corner's right. Sorry, that corner's right. I really miss not using my spray paints, because that was like a 2-second spray, done. And it's instantly dry. I hate waiting for things. I don't know if you know that about me or not, but when it comes to painting in between, and okay, I'm going to try and take out as much. Actually, let me just do it this way. And I might regret this, guys. Oh, actually, that is quite cool. I'm just going to bring it down like that. bit over. Get the. Just want to make sure that you don't have a. Come back and even it out. Now I've got these, I don't know if you can see, oh, maybe not. I've got these little bits here where the brush has landed, so I'm going to try and just come back and be mindful at the end. And I'm starting from the top just because I don't want those little bit of a lines. Perfect. Ah, that's better. And I'm just going to tap the sides just because you don't want it to be a little bit of it on there. If your top is not there, just a little hint of that. All right, I'm going to set my brush in there, so we're going to clean that when I'm done. Oh, that's a lot of black paint. I might scoop that into a container. There we go. We're going to let this dry, guys, because that's the one big thing when you are doing this bling bling. This has to be 900% dry. If you put your glitter on this and it's still tacky, even if you're only putting it in that little bits where you've got your liquid glass or your resin or your Mod Podge, if your base coat paint is wet, it'll stick everywhere, and it won't matter if you just want it in there because your base coat is wet. So that's a big thing. Make sure it's dry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and I will be back. Hello, I'm letting this still dry. It is dry to touch, but I'm still letting this dry. But I want to do a little different on the top because, like I said, I like doing things not the same all the time. So this is my bag of gold. I love how the gold is chunky. I am going to pour that much in a plate. I am going to use my Piñata Alcohol Ink, and I'm just giving it a shake. This is the black mantilla. Black. I'm just gonna, there, I'll let you see it. Mantilla black. And I'm just gonna give it a squirt, and oh my goodness, I shouldn't be doing it over top the canvas, but like that. I'm gonna give it a stir, and we're just gonna see if it works. Just gonna use one of my This is how you color your glass if you don't have access to colored stuff. I have a video showing you how to do that. I will link it in the description box. Look at that. So we're going to pour it on my paper towel, because I've colored it all colors, but I've never actually thought much about doing black. So that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna flatten it out. Oh, I don't want to use my hands because it'll be all... There we go. Let this dry while my Where did I put that? Yeah, I'm gonna let this dry while the canvas is drying. And, oh yes, that's gonna be nice, I think. It'll be a nice contrast to the silver. So, all right, with that, guys, we're gonna let this dry, and we will be back. Hello, I am back. We are all dry. This turned out amazing. Look at that. That is pretty cool. So we're gonna use that. I'm going to use, to adhere this, TriArt liquid glass. This is amazing. I've had this for 3 years, so I'm gonna have to go buy some more. Now, if you have any questions about the liquid glass, TriArt is a manufacturing company here in my local town, and I actually, by chance, was detoured because of an accident, and I drove past the plant and I went, oh my goodness. So this week I will be going into them to chit chat about a few things, and if you have any questions, put them in the description box and I'm going to make a list. I'm going to go in with my list and ask their questions, but very cool. I love it because I used to use resin on these. If you're watching my older videos, I always used resin because I like the idea that the resin would hold these big pieces of glass and I wasn't afraid of it falling off. The liquid glass is basically, in my eyes, the same idea for this. Like, you cannot make coasters with this. So for this purpose, it is amazing. To me, it acts exactly like the resin, and it dries within a couple hours usually. So I put it in a squeeze bottle. You can mix things in it because it's actually a pouring medium. So I know a lot of people can't get it. So my purpose of going there is to find out what an alternative would be, because it's kind of a unique product. Yeah, so anyways, so put your stuff, put your questions in the description box. I will make a list and I will go there this week. You can also use resin. You can also use Mod Podge. I have not had success with Mod Podge. Some people have. I like putting the chunky stuff in. I find it doesn't hold it for me. Now, if you have it and it works for you, that's wonderful. But for me, I like using this. So all that jibber jab, we're going to put a line down here, but I'm going to go through what I have here. I've got these 2 amazing glitters from Miss Laura's Art Corner. We're going to put a little bit of this mirror. Oh my goodness. We are also going to put, I have, it's called Twinkle Twinkle, and it's a holographic. Fine. That is amazing. And I don't have any blacks from anybody. That's really funny. So these are mine, which I've purchased from Michael's. This is Recollections, and it is black because I want some black glitter. And also this is from Michael's. This is the Spin It, and it is the holographic black. So I'm going to use some of that. So we're just going to get right to it, people. I was going to put, I love this one. This is my favorite. Well, I like it because it's got a mixture. This is Martha Stewart confetti glitter. I like it because it's got a mixture of, there, you can see it better in the lid. So anyways, enough of that. So we'll see. We got all these out. We'll see what I'm going to use because you know how it is. Oh, and I'm going to use these. These I purchased at Michael's. They were on sale. They were normally $16.99. I got it for $5. They're mosaic pre-cut mirror tiles. I've not used anything this big in before, so I might just lay out and see before I actually start putting. Oh, and they're big. Look how thick they are. Like, they're big. I just thought maybe strategically on the line, and that would be, actually maybe we could probably do some funky little, and then fill it in with everything else. Fill it in with the black. And then I have my silver as well. There's just so many options, my friends. Oh my goodness. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And that way it looks cohesive, not just random. Okay. See, I keep saying I need to do a live. We can talk things through. I'm not sure if my internet would stand alive. All right, let's get right at it, my friends. I'm gonna come across the center. I always put mine, TriArt liquid glass, in a squeezy bottle. These I buy at the dollar store. You get 2 in a pack. I like it because it's got the twisty lid. And this stuff does not cure. You can put whatever you want in it. It cures only when it's like in a, put on a product or something, right? There's probably a goober in this. Give me 1 sec, guys, because I don't know if it was closed. And the good thing with this, you could take the caps apart, right? And you can clean it out. Dollar store. Like I said, not everything has to be expensive and pricey. I squirted it and it went. That's hilarious. At least it went off the canvas and on my table, not. So I'm going to put a big chunky squeeze. I do not like going over the edge, but to each your own. And I was doing the wispies with this, but I actually quite like using, I don't want to use the sponge. I always used to use the foam sponge, but you waste your, oh my goodness, Sherry. All right, we're going to go with it. Make sure it's up and down. And because it's straight, you want to make, yeah, you want to make sure it's, you know, you don't want a wonky, and it's weird because when it's angled, you want to go with the angle, but you want to make sure. And I'm going to go longer on this end and try to do longer down here because you've got more of a area to cover up there, so you don't want it naked. And I always come back and make sure it's a little more wispy here. You can put more lines in it on the edge in between the long ones. And that way your things aren't just one straight line. Let me go upward now. I'm just going to do the little bits first, and then I'll come up and do the couple of long ones. I might purposely drag something like that. There we go. I think maybe one of these couple long ones down here. And just like stand back and look. There. I think that's good. And I feel bad because these look like they went wonky on me. And I'm going to pour just a little bit more. probably do not need it. And we're going to place our big tiles in there. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to try and cover up the lines on the ends. There. Just place them random. Maybe I'll put that little one in between. I think this is going to be neat, actually. I'm going to try and wipe that off because I don't want it on the top. Ah, I had it wiped off and then I just put it all back on. Oh my goodness. Forget it. We'll leave that one there. All right. Couple more and then we're done with that. Perfect. That is hilarious. I could have swore I had one right on the end. All right, so that's there. I'm gonna come back and let's put all the glass down first. I'm gonna come across and try. I gotta go not sparingly, but strategically putting these ones because I don't have a whole lot of it. I wasn't sure how much to color. Put that there. And there. On the end. And then we're going to fill in. We'll do some of the silver. All right, now I'm just going to not strategically, just try and put some randomly on these. And some on the black. And then we'll get some of the silver in there, and then we'll get our too much here. Even that out. There. Don't really want to cover the tiles itself. Perfect. Now I'm gonna, it's too funny, I probably already have one over there opened, but gonna do a little sprinkle of this. Oh my goodness, my battery died. My phone was dinging and the camera shut off and I just assumed it was my phone. So I'm hoping that you've seen I put a little bit of my silver. I'll put a little bit more on just to show you. Yeah. There you go. So you got black and silver, silver and black. I've opted not to use this one at the moment. I am going to put on my Recollections. This one's a fine black. I am gonna use the, oh my goodness, the shaker side. Not the oh my goodness side, the little side. High, you come up high and give it a gentle flick of the wrist, and because you don't want clumps. You don't want a big clump, especially with it being black. But you do want to cover the spots in between. You want to make sure you don't want any empty spots of the, like in here where I've put the liquid glass. So it's going to come up and I'm going to do, it's nice to have the contrasting one on the contrast. Ooh, that's a bit much. Oh my goodness, Sherry. Just a light dusting. And then I'm going to come back with silver. There, I'm not too worried about the bottom half, but we'll definitely down that line. All right, we're going to get some, the holographic Twinkle Twinkle. And I'm just sprinkling it like just between my fingers and rubbing it like this is what I'm doing. And up high again. Woo. And you want to make sure you do cover, because wherever the lines are, it will come back and it'll be shiny. So if there's nothing on it, you'll have a shiny line there. It's going to come with the fine on here, and then I'm going to go a little heavier. There, now I'm going to go up here. Just want to make sure that all of that is covered. I got to switch all of these glitters because I have bought the little containers from Michael's because I like their containers. Just want to get it round. And remember, they're not going to stay on top of the mirror, right? My mirror is covered, but I am not too worried about it. Okay. Just want to make sure those lines are covered. Okay. And, oh, actually, it's kind of hard to see on the silver. I've got up here. I just don't want it to be blank. All right, then I'm gonna come back with my mirror. 'Cause, I'm hoping it sticks. Because what I find, the glitter and that you want, it's good to go fine glitters first, because once you get these chunky ones on there, you're not going to be able to get, they won't stick, right? Because it's taking up all of that area. And don't worry guys, none of this will be wasted. I keep all of my glitters for later. I think that's good. It looks like a hot mess right now, but it will be good once we shake it off. So I need those and those. We didn't use these and these. No, I really don't know if I want to put that in there. No, we're not. So that's, my friends, we're gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna put my, sometimes I put a fan on it just to, you know, for me, for video purposing, it makes it quick so I can do a reveal for you guys. But with that, I'm gonna leave it be. I'll let it cure and I will be back when it's dry. Hello, I am back. We are more or less dry. I have my puppy pad upside down. You can't see some of this. My puppy pad's upside down, sorry. I have leftovers, but this is silver, so we're gonna just mix it all together. I'm gonna flip it over, take off all of this loose stuff, and I like to brush inward. Trying to go a little gentle because it is cured, but some of it is going to come off, but I'd like it to stay there, if that makes any sense. There, normally I go a little harder there, but we're just gonna, oh no. I can come back and stick on those bigger pieces if I really wanted them down there. Let me see. There we go, guys. I think that turned out actually quite cute. I wasn't sure about the chunky bits of that, but like I said, we can come back and individually stick a little one here, a little one down here, just to break up the bits there. And if you have a vacuum cleaner and you have the nozzle, you can do all of this basic brush off. Yeah, see, that's gonna fall off. And if you have the nozzle part that's round with the brush like this on the end, if you vacuum over that after you get your initial, because there's a lot of shake off, you don't want to waste that, but the initial, after the initial, you can come in and get all the other loose glitter. I personally don't do anything else to this. you can choose to put a coat of varnish on this. You can choose to put a coat or two of resin. With it being so chunky and thick, with the resin, you're gonna get stuff popping out. And I find it tends to lose a lot of that little shine. I enjoy the raw paint with the sparkliness of just the raw glitter. So, but you can choose whatever you want to do. So with that, my amazing people, I don't know which way you want to hang it, with the gold at the silver at the top. I think it turned out pretty nice. I was thinking too, it'd be kind of cool to have these hanging on the end, kind of like it's hanging off of the, if that makes any sense, hanging off the drips. Be kind of cool as well. Well, there you go, my beautiful people. I hope you enjoyed Back to Basics Bling Bling. I think it turned out amazing. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Helps my channel out a lot. Give my video a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a share. And for your notifications, hit the bell and go in and double check, make sure it says all. Because poor Pat, I'm sorry, I have no idea why you're still not getting notifications, but I have no idea what YouTube does with all of that. So hopefully it'll rectify itself, because I have no other idea what to do. So with that, in my description box, I have obviously all the products I've used today. I have a few links. I have the links to my Facebook page. I have the links to my Amazon shops. I have the links to where you can purchase TriArt liquid glass, which is what I used here today. And please don't forget, if you have any questions about it at all, please put in the description box, because I do plan to go this week to the actual plant to talk to them about some stuff. So yeah, because I would love to have some questions of my own answered. So with that, that's in the description box. Also, I have the links to Krystal Resin. I have the links to Fundy Molds, and I have a discount code for them. I have the links to the wonderful, the amazing, my two distributors from Rez. I have my Canadian distributor, Michelle, from Artworks Resin Canada. Please go give her site out a check, her website out, a check her website out. Oh my goodness. And my discount code for Michelle is Sherry Moulton 10 with capital S, capital M. And my American distributor, the wonderful, the amazing Laura from Laura's Art Corner, where I get most of my glitters, and go check out her site. My code for her is all capital letters, Sherry Moulton 10. And yeah, check out the two girls' sites. And with that, in my description box, I also have my PayPal link. So I will see you amazing people in the next one. And this week we're having a theme. I'll see you on Wednesday. Love you guys. Bye. There you go, guys. I thought I'd bring it outside and let you look at it. It is so sparkly. I love the mirror in it. So there you go. Bye, guys.